NTSB recommends Boeing redesign and retrofit engine casing on thousands of 737s. After investigating an engine blowout that killed a Southwest Airlines passenger last year, federal safety officials on Tuesday said Boeing should be required to redesign the engine casing on its 737 airplanes, and airlines should retrofit more than 6,800 planes currently in service worldwide. In a terrifying incident in April 2018, the left engine of the 737 exploded and flying metal broke a passenger window. Jennifer Riordan, 43, a mother of 2 children, was partially sucked out of the airplane. The cause was a fan blade in the left engine that broke off and sent metal shrapnel ripping through the engine casing, piercing the fuselage and causing the cabin to decompress. Part of the engine cowl struck and broke the window by Riordan's seat. She died as a result of her injuries, the sole fatality on board a U.S. airline in the past decade. The tragedy raised questions about safety oversight because of a similar engine explosion on a different Southwest flight 19 months earlier. After that earlier incident, the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, mandated inspections of engine fan blades, but the inspections failed to detect the cracked fan blade that caused the fatal accident. At a public hearing Tuesday, the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, laid out its investigation into Southwest Flight 1380, which departed from New York City bound for Dallas, but diverted to Philadelphia after the engine explosion. The NTSB issued a series of recommendations, including that the FAA require Boeing to redesign the casing around the engine to prevent penetration by hot metal shrapnel in the event of an engine explosion. On Flight 1380, it was the disintegration of the fan cowl that did most damage. That's the middle part of the pod that wraps around the engine, a part that opens up on hinges to allow access for maintenance. The design requirements for the engine casing, known as the nacelle, are developed by Boeing. The 737 nacelles are then designed and built by a division of United Technologies. The 737 with nearly 7,000 flying worldwide, is the model prior to the 737 MAX. The MAX has a different engine and casing and is not affected. Boeing said it is working on a design enhancement that would fully address the safety recommendation from the NTSB. Once approved by the FAA, the design change will be implemented in the existing 737 fleet, Boeing added. The NTSB said the accident investigation revealed that when the fan blade broke off, it hit the casing at a particularly vulnerable spot. It recommended that the FAA assess whether other airplane/engine combinations have similar critical locations where the casing may need to be strengthened. A similar blowout in 2016. The NTSB found no fault with Southwest. Captain Tammy Jo Schultz, a foreman. For more on this story, visit the news article link.